Hey, everybody, welcome to my Inspirational Journeys podcast channel here on YouTube. My name is Ann Harrison. I am your host, and today my special guest, Rosie J. Pova, who is a children's picture book author and a picture book coach, is going to talk to us about the 5 steps for writing a children's book. But first, welcome to the show, Rosie.
Thank you so much for having me, Anne. So happy to be here.
Thank you so much for being my guest today. And first of all, why don't you introduce yourself to our viewers and listeners today?
Yes, my name is Rosie J. Pova, and I am a multi-published children's book author as well as writing coach. And I also I'm a speaker and love visiting schools in particular and speaking to kids about reading, writing, and following your big dreams.
Ah, I love that. So, do you just write picture books or do you write other books in the K-12
Yes,
space?
mostly picture books, but I do write middle grade novels and chapter books and board books. So pretty much for all kidlit audience.
Ah, nice. Okay. So, what inspired you, or how did you know when you were called to write children's books?
Well, I've always been a writer, to tell you the truth, and this was what I've enjoyed doing since I was a little kid. And I would write different songs or short stories or poems and things like that. So I've really had this big connection to words from early on. And then once I had my kids and started reading children's books to them, I decided to just try and write my own. And this became such a big passion for me that I just couldn't stop. And then later on, it turned into a career. And that's like right now, I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
Ah, what nice. So, tell me about your writing process. Do you outline your books or are you a pantser? Or do you plot a little pants a little like I do?
Yeah. uh, Panther versus plotter, right? Um, well, there's no right and wrong, and it really depends on the project. Sometimes I do feel the need to outline a little bit, especially if the project is longer, such as the middle grade novel that I was writing at the time. But a lot of the times I would just get an idea and start writing and creating that first draft and see where that leads me.
Do
So it really depends.
Oh, wow. Do you illustrate your own or do you hire an illustrator?
No, I don't illustrate. I wish I could, but I'm the writer, and my publishers are in charge of picking the illustrators. So
Oh,
that's their job. But yeah, I don't illustrate.
okay. And I noticed if you want to show your books to the audience, I
Oh,
noticed you
yes,
have some of those with you.
happy to. Yes, I'll show you my latest two. This is Sunday Rain. And it's illustrated by the amazing Amaria Rosher, published by Lantana Publishing. And this one was actually featured in the New York Times and Parents Magazine. So, and it just got the Arabic edition in print. So I'm really proud of this book. And another one, my latest one is The School of Failure, a story about success, which is a fractured fairy tale with three different characters. And it just explores how road to success is paved with mistakes and failures.
Oh, I like how you educate kids in a fun way with your picture books. That's amazing. So, you are also a picture book coach. Tell me how you got started with that.
Yes, well, it started during the pandemic, really, because I was approached and asked to teach a online course since everything went online. And I thought, oh, that's a great idea. I've always thought about that. I wanted to pay it forward and help, the Kidlit community with their goals. But I wasn't sure how to go about that online course thing yet. But I had to say yes because I knew that was something in my heart, and I created a course. And that's how it all started with that 8-week course at the time. It's now a 10-week course, self-paced online. And I try to cover all the steps and aspect that I thought writers would need in order to succeed. And it was also something that I missed when I was first starting out. I couldn't find any resource like that that would include the whole picture, not just one element of it. And that's what I try to create. And it's been very successful with writers. And from that, I expanded on to doing mentorships, one-on-one coaching, and it's my clients have had great successes with that.
Wow, that is so interesting. I've heard of different writing coaches, but when I saw a picture book coach on your Podmatch profile, I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So, and there's one thing, since you are a picture book coach, and there's a title, and there's something that jumped out at me on your Podmatch. So, why don't you walk us briefly through the 5 steps to writing a picture book?
Yes, yes. So it all starts with the idea, right? But we need to make sure that we are very clear on how to evaluate this idea for merit and also make it marketable and sellable in today's market because the books that we write today are very different from what used to be published, 10, 20, 30 years ago. So it's not going to be the same story. But I wanted to just stress this because if we're writers, we always have to be readers, and that's how we know the market, and that's how we know the business. So the first step is just grab a bunch of books and read. Read in the genre that you want to write in and you want to be published in, because that's how you're going to get familiar with what is getting published. And then so you're going to read a lot and then you're going to write because just keeping that idea in your head is not going to help. You don't have a draft. There's nothing to revise and make into a story. And you're going to write a lot, like a lot of practice stories probably that may not get published, but you need to get through those again. The third step is very important to get feedback and critiques, but not just from friends and family, but from seasoned professionals who are able to really give you that constructive criticism so that you can improve. Goes to the craft. There's no way around it. You just have to know the craft. And then step number 4 is take it a step further where you would actually sign up for some mentorship or classes and really hone the craft so that you know what a picture book is in today's market. And the last step is know the business. This is important and it is related because you need to be able to position your book on the market, on the shelves, and know what the competition is and what would make it sellable. So those are my 5 steps.
Oh, nice. Okay, so if anybody wanted to get in touch with you, learn more about your classes, your courses, where can they find you online?
Yes, I'm online at www.rosiejpova.com. And my social media is at Rosie Pov on Twitter X. So yeah, anyone can find me online if just Google Rosie J Pova.
Okay. And any tips or takeaways you'd like the viewer and listener to walk away with today?
Yes, if you have a dream to be a writer, I would encourage you to pursue it and to reach out to any mentors and take the first step. Just write that story and see how it feels. And if it's really in your heart, just follow your dreams. Um, for any teachers and librarians listening, I would love to connect and visit your school and yeah, meet your students. I do lots of presentations where I really try to encourage and inspire the kids. And yeah, just reach out to me with any questions.
Okay. Anything else I've missed?
Well, I have some good news that I can't really share right now, but I just wanted to um, say that I do have another book coming out this year, and I look forward to sharing that news soon. But stay in touch and connect on social media so that you'd be the first one to know.
Well, nice. Okay. So we challenge you to go out there and read to get inspired, write something inspiring, and share your creation with the world. For when you've touched one life, you've touched thousands. Thanks for joining me here on Inspirational Journeys, and have a blessed day, everybody. And remember, your story matters. Take care. See you next time.